Love subdue poison. In the land of Okula, where the sun dipped into the horizon and painted the sky with hues of crimson and gold, two families had been embroiled in a bitter feud for centuries. The Odibas and the Ejehs, once bound by friendship and trust, had been torn apart by betrayal and deceit. The patriarch of the Odiba's family, Chief Odiba, had a history of treachery that would make even the bravest of hearts shudder. He had betrayed his close friend, Ejeh, on 5 different occasions, each more heinous than the last. The first betrayal occurred during a war with the Benin Kingdom, where Odiba sold Ejeh to the enemy, leaving him for dead. Miraculously, Ejeh escaped, and despite the gravity of the betrayal, he forgave Odiba. However, the forgiveness was short-lived, as Odiba continued to perpetrate atrocities against his former friend. He raped Ejeh's wife on the farm, an act that would bring shame and dishonor to any family. Ejeh, though hurt, chose to forgive once again. But Odiba's treachery knew no bounds. He attempted to poison Ejeh on multiple occasions, each attempt foiled by fate or fortune. The 4th betrayal came when they both discovered a gold field, and Odiba went behind Ejeh's back to harvest the gold alone. The final and most devastating betrayal occurred when Odiba claimed that he had mistakenly shot Ejeh with a poisonous arrow. As Ejeh lay on his deathbed, he placed a curse on both families, declaring that anyone who played fake just like Odiba did would die by a mysterious poison. The curse was not just a mere saying, but a spiritual edict that would bring doom to those who defied it. Ejeh's parting words were laced with a glimmer of hope, however. He declared that the only thing that could break the curse was true love from both sides. Many had tried to defy the curse, but none had succeeded. Those who had pretended to love each other from both families had ended up vomiting blood, a sign that their love was not genuine. Centuries passed, and the feud between the two families continued to simmer. But amidst the hatred and animosity, a spark of hope emerged. Oshu, a beautiful young woman from the Odiba's family, and Ohlu, a charming young man from the Ejeh family, fell deeply in love. Their love was pure and true, and they spoke words of affection that would melt the coldest of hearts. Their families, however, were wary of their relationship. They warned the young lovers of the curse and the danger that lay ahead. But Oshu and Ohlu were undeterred. They continued to see each other in secret, their love growing stronger with each passing day. As their love became more public, some members of the families began to plot against them. These individuals, still fueled by hatred and a desire for revenge, decided to take matters into their own hands. They concocted a plan to kill the young lovers using real poison rather than relying on the mysterious poison of the curse. The families summoned Oshu and Ohlu, forcing them to denounce their love or face death by poison. But the young lovers stood firm, refusing to give up on each other. In a desperate bid to break their spirits, the families obtained the most deadly poison known at the time. They tested its potency, and it proved to be lethal. In a final act of cruelty, the families combined the poison and forced it on the lovers. But to their surprise, Oshu and Ohlu's love subdued the poison. The curse was broken, and the families were left stunned. In that moment, the families realized the true power of love. They saw that Oshu and Ohlu's affection for each other was genuine, and that their love had the power to overcome even the most ancient of curses. The families gathered around the young lovers, and with tears of joy, they officially joined them together in marriage. The union of Oshu and Ohlu brought peace to the two families, ending a feud that had lasted for almost 500 years. The curse was lifted, and the families were finally able to put their differences aside. As they celebrated the union of the young lovers, they knew that their love would be the foundation on which a new era of peace and prosperity would be built. Credit Odiba and Ejeh Kingdom Class. Years passed, and Oshu and Ohlu's love continued to flourish. They built a life together, free from the shadows of the past. Their families, now united, worked together to rebuild and strengthen their community. The story of the young lovers became a legend, told and retold for generations to come. Credit Odiba and Ejeh Kingdom class.